Y'all, I want to talk about the power of silence. I just seen this lady video and she was talking about how she just be going quiet on people. Listen, I have really tapped into the power of silence. And for me, more particularly, oh, bro, that fucked people up. I was also watching a Jay-Z clip where he was talking about just confidence and things like that, and ego and things like that. And he was like, I don't really argue with people. And people will get mad when you don't argue with them because they be like, who does this person think they is? Because you don't want to argue with them. Y'all don't even know, bruh. Like, this year, bruh, just being mad I won't argue. Like, I don't have nothing to say. What is you talking about? What is we arguing about? I don't have to argue. Like, people get offended because I don't want to argue. Why would I argue with you? Who are you to argue with? You get what I'm saying? And that's really the tea because, but like Jay-Z said, when you don't want to argue with a person, that, like, first off, counterintuitive, I would think that people would think that that's like emotionally intelligent because it is. But instead of it being a sign of emotional intelligence, the emotionally unintelligent get upset and offended because they want to argue. So if I want to argue, clearly it's a good enough reason to argue, but it's not. I don't think so. And I won't engage. Motherfuckers get mad because you won't fucking engage with them, bitch. Bitch, we not getting married. This not the type of engagement that I'm looking for, ho. You get what I'm saying? But I just wanted to say that because, and silence forces, like, when you're not and it's not a manipulation technique, because I used to not want to go silent because I just don't like the silent treatment. But if I have fully articulated to you how I have felt, I'm not telling you something to get something. I told you what tea is. I told you what the problem is, and I made sure you understood the problem. I made sure, because I'm very sensible. A lot of people don't think I'm sensible, especially when I get into my monster bag. And that be really the tea. People be wanting me to get in my monster bag. First off, if you see the monster, it's too late for you. Like, and I always say that, bro. Like, everybody want to see the monster right in their face. I remember the last time me and the girl that was my best friend, we got into it. I told her, because I wanted to get out her car, I said, I'm going to kick this window out if you don't pull over. She said, do it. In that moment, even in my drunk mind, that's why I be telling people who drunk that do stupid shit, they just want to do that, because I was drunk and I was in my sober mind. I said to her, bro, because if I kick this window out, you going to be mad. Then it's going to be too fucking far. It's going to be too far then. You get what I'm saying? So then you gonna be mad. Then I had to think about it because I was in the car with her other best friend, and that's the thing. Like, she don't even understand the position she put me in, the danger that she put me in. That's why I told her that night, I said, I'll never get in the car with you again, and I never will, and I'll never talk to her again after that. But she was in the car with her best friend. I was outnumbered. For whatever reason, I didn't feel comfortable, and she was knocking on the monster door. This had been my friend for 20 years. She had never seen me be a monster. I had never been mean to her because she always thought, because of how she viewed me, that she was coming in and saving me. Not knowing I could always defend myself. If you here to do it, then why the fuck not? What I gotta say something for? But she decided to buck up that night. And I'm thinking, I'm sitting in the car and I love her best friend. Like, no beef, but in that moment, in that situation, I'm thinking I'm about to have to, if she keep playing with me, I'm gonna kick this window out, then I'm gonna have to fucking fight her and her best friend. Because what's up? I never gave a fuck. The monster was sitting in her back seat and she didn't know it. They might have won. I don't know. And it's not about winning or losing. It's about you fucking playing with me. You just fucking called me retarded. Now you want to play with me? You don't want to see the monster. You get what I'm saying? Like, people want to see it just to see if it's real. But like in that instance, no beef, just for the purpose of that illustration, because that really fucking happened. That was the monster. If I would have been that person, it would have been too late. You get what I'm saying? So it's just silence. I don't have nothing to say. I'm not. And when I get there, it's over. Whatever this relationship is, it's done. because you put me in a position where I wasn't safe and I had to become somebody else to protect themselves. I always tell people that you think God made me such a good person and such a kind person and didn't also put something inside of me to protect me from fool nut ass boys like you. That's insane. You get what I'm saying? Most people not tapped in, but I'm very, 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 very tapped in. So now, what Kevin Gates say? Don't let them know you're a monster. Keep it on the tuck and then surprise them. I used to walk around and say what I do, how I do it, X, Y, Z. Again, at this point, I will confidently, I will tell you how I feel, calmly. I will give you informed information and give you a chance to ask me questions about anything I said. I will make sure you understand it. If you understand me and you understand what I said and you still do whatever you do, I'm just going to be quiet. Why am I yelling at you? Why would I raise my voice? This is not an instance where I need to even say anything. Silence. I'm going to just be quiet and move around. And another thing, people be like, I'm going to say it like this, but people be like, silence, like to a manipulative person, it forced them to rat on themselves. It do, because they don't know what you know. And that's really the tea, because I do know a lot. And that really be the fucked up part, because some people just be being silent because they be like, this is going to get somebody to tell me what to tell on themselves. The fact that I'm silent means I already know. And I believe me over you. I trust me over you. I trust what I know over anything that's going to come out your mouth. Kevin Gates say, it ain't no need in discussing, have a heated discussion. I already know you're going to lie to me. And I don't talk to people. And again, that's how I was watching something else and that asked, because I love psychopaths and like, that's just something I study. But they say, how can you like, and this is where a lot of manipulators get me fucked up, because when people scam people, how do you know you got you a lick is when you scam somebody and they come back to ask you why. Why did you do this? Why did you? That's how you can run another play on somebody, because you got them in. Like you you hooked them. Like you could tell that they invested. So you can run that lick on them again. I'm that unsuspecting person that asks why, but I know it's a lick. You get what I'm saying? When I come back and ask you why now, I'm not asking from a place of naivety, even though it might look like it, and I need it to look like it, because I need you to think that you still run the game on me. Now I'm trying to figure out what you doing and how you doing. I'm trying to, because I know you lying, I'm trying to look at your face and see what you look like when you lie, how you breathe when you lie, what your, you know what I'm saying? That's the psycho part of me that sees the psycho part of you. That's the monster that I tuck in every day. I'm always inquisitive to see what a monster that's a monster 24/7 look like. You get what I'm saying? How you do this with a straight face. I'm always up on that shit. Let me see. Let me get my train of thought back. So to sum this up, silence is one of the most powerful tools in your toolkit. Sometimes you do need to yell, but I'm realizing that if you gotta yell, it's probably just, you probably shouldn't even be in that environment. You get what I'm saying? I don't like to be around. Like, that's the indicator for me. Like, if I gotta yell at you, I don't need to be around you. So it's at the point where if I'm yelling, like, that's my boundary. Like, yell, gone. If I yell, I'm gone. Because why am I yelling? Why? Why do I have to? Why am I having this visceral reaction? Silence is the key. Silence is a very strong tool, and I have begun to implement it. And it works wonders. And I want to say, it also is empowering to be quiet when you know so much. Like, it'd be so funny when people do shit to me. I'd be like, you don't even know what I know, bro. What is you even saying right now? Like, and also knowing that I flip all this shit over for real. Like, I'm not even gonna tell you. I'm just gonna show you. At this point, I'm just showing niggas. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just showing niggas. I'm not gonna tell you I flip all this shit over no more. You gonna be talking, and then the shit gonna be flipped the fuck over. And that's gonna be it. You get what I'm saying? So, there's that. But Silence is a powerful tool that I love using now.